All right, let's dive in. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a really cool project that uses AI to bring timeless poetry to life in a whole new way. We're actually going to deconstruct the exact blueprint it uses, which shows how human creativity and AI can team up in a way that's, well, surprisingly methodical.
So everything starts with this line from the 13th century Persian poet Rumi. It's an idea that has stuck around for centuries, and for good reason. It suggests that our minds, our hearts, they aren't these walled-off fortresses. Nope, they're more like open houses, with a constant stream of visitors just coming and going. And that leads to the big question, right? How on earth do you take something so ancient, so powerful, and turn it into a visual experience that means something to us, right now? It's a huge creative puzzle. But the answer, as we're about to see, is incredibly systematic.
And that answer is a project called PoAItry. And just so we're clear, you say it just like the word poetry. The whole idea here is to stop thinking of AI as just some button you push. Here, it's a visual partner, a collaborator that helps you explore what the source material calls the unimaginable landscape of a poem's metaphors. You can see this blend of old and new woven right into the project's branding. I mean, these colors weren't just picked at random. This was super intentional. You've got this deep indigo that feels like old libraries and tradition, and then bam, this electric cyan that's all about technology and the future. It's the whole project right there in two colors. So what's the point of all this? Is it just to make pretty pictures? Not at all. The real mission is to engineer what they call a reflective pause. It's about creating a specific moment where you, the viewer, can actually connect with the poem and see a piece of your own life mirrored in these ancient words. And here's what's so fascinating. This isn't just about feeding a poem to an AI and hoping for the best. It is not random. Every single visual journey is constructed from a detailed, repeatable, creative blueprint. This is art by design, not by chance. And here it is. This is the actual 5-step narrative blueprint right from their master file. Think of it as the roadmap that guides every single creation. It takes you from the poem's core secret through a really specific visualization method and lands you right at that final moment of reflection. So let's see how this blueprint works in the real world. We're going to use Rumi's poem, The Guest House, as our case study. A little background on Rumi. He was a 13th century Persian poet and Sufi mystic whose life was totally transformed when he met a wandering dervish who inspired him to turn to poetry. Okay, so the heart of Rumi's poem is this theme of hospitality of the heart. It's all built around this one powerful metaphor. Your mind is a guest house, and your emotions, joy, sadness, whatever, they're just temporary visitors. You can't control who shows up at the door, but you can absolutely control how you greet them. So how do you turn that abstract idea into actual images? This is where the creative engine of the blueprint really fires up. It's using something called the 5-lens methodology. It's basically a system for looking at the poem from 5 totally distinct visual perspectives. Let's break each one down. First up, lens 1. This is the literal and stoic lens. Think of it as the foundation. The instruction to the AI partner is to create something cinematic and realistic, like a guest house or a caravanserai at dawn. This grounds us, the viewers, in the poem's direct imagery before things get a little more wild. Okay, next is lens 2, and here we shift our focus inward. We're moving from the outside world to our inner landscape. This is the abstract and emotional view. The goal here is to capture feelings, not objects, using minimalist symbols, maybe just light and dark, to visualize the psychological states the poem is talking about. Lens 3 is where things get really fun. It's metaphorical and playful. This is where the AI gets to be more creative. The blueprint calls for a vibrant, stylized interpretation. So for Rumi, this could mean visualizing the line about sorrows, violently sweeping your house empty of its furniture in a really dynamic, almost cartoonish style. Now, lens 4, cultural fusion, this is a brilliant touch. This is how the blueprint honors the poem's origin. For Rumi, the specific instruction is to create scenes in the style of Mughal and Persian miniature art, which connects these totally modern visuals directly back to his own cultural world. It's fantastic. And finally, lens 5, the mirror. This one is designed to connect the poem directly to us today. The goal is to create a modern-day scene that reflects that ancient theme. So for the guest house, the instruction might be to visualize someone in a contemporary apartment meeting a difficult emotion, a dark thought, at their door, and greeting it not with fear but with laughter.
And that's the whole process in a nutshell. You start with the poet's core theme, you pass it through these 5 distinct visual lenses, and the result isn't just a collection of images. No, it's a carefully constructed journey, and it's all leading to that single moment of meaningful reflection. You know, this structured approach, blending clear human direction with AI's creative power, it just opens up a whole new way to experience literature. And it leaves us with a final thought. If you had this blueprint, what timeless story, what poem, or what big idea would you choose to bring to life?